Minor here before we start the video. There's gonna be some music that's louder than my voice. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'm gonna fix it later. Welcome back, fellow characters, and we are playing a game that I have around 30 hours in so far. Then I stopped playing when my RAM went bad. I got a new RAM, and now I can play it again. I'm playing Satisfactory. So, I had some basics down, and I got a nice thing going on with the space elevator right now. It's a certain time of day, so you can't actually see it, but you can see the lights. I am in phase 4. Almost done with it. I need hyperchips, but I got storage going galore. That's just metal from the old metal thing I was doing before I revamped it. This is how I get on this conveyor belt. This coal comes all the way from over there. This is how I get over some of my conveyor belts. I just have little ramps so I can drive right over them. This is my reinforced plate factory. This is all actually going into frames. Smart plating would be coming out of this. What am I out of? Probably motor. Not reinforced iron plating. This is so much more efficient with the alternative recipe. I didn't realize that the Goat Simulator music was so extensive, but I was saying you'll probably notice the video quality is higher. I was using NVIDIA's built-in recording thing under the panel, and yeah, it gives me way better video quality. Alright, let's go check on my motor. And this is what I have producing into motor. Look at that. There we go. And now this is creating smart plating. Good. Alright. Let's get that away. And let some normal music for my videos come in. That's better. So yeah, this is where my extra iron is going from the plating. And it comes all the way down here into the limestone crater. That's what I call it. So right now I just have this paused, because I don't really need to make much more of this, but I do have a big supply of concrete being made, and it is still being pushed into this. And that's a lot. It is foggy down here, which is still odd to me. But yeah. The encased beams are usually put in here, and I have a bunch of them, which is why I paused it. Because I don't actually have too much of a use for it right now, at least. And I think because I have built a coal plant here, the big guy doesn't spawn anymore. But yeah, this is where all this is going. I try to keep it as neat as I can, and that all gets put into here. And right now this is still just building up, because I have that paused, and that's for a reason, because I'm gonna need that, I'm pretty sure. But essentially I'm just working up towards phase 2 for the platform. But yeah, this is where some of that coal is, and that coal powers this thing. And because I'm getting so much, I actually need coal for one of the recipes, so I have it going into here. And this essentially is just all connected. And that just feeds in here, and it lets me make steel ingots, so I can make steel, what are they called? Steel beams. But let me go show you my powerhouse that coal is leading up to. I actually have 2 sources of coal pumping into over here, because this is where my coal plant factory is. And yes, as I said, I have I have a bunch of those things mushed in there as neatly as I could. This thing kept breaking down a lot. But I can't tell you how many times this thing has broken down and had to re-break breakers, reflip them. And mainly because I was getting enough coal coming in, but this stuff was consuming it so quickly it couldn't collect, and when it did, any interruption was causing it to break down, and then at some point, I just wasn't bringing in enough. So now I have another source coming in from all the way down in that giant trench with the giant body of water, this is where I have the second source of coal coming from. Plus, I have an entire thing over, you can probably see that over there. That is pumping in coal for storage. Oh my god, it's full. It's full. This is all full of coal. Alright. But, this is my, where I'm producing frame. So I'm using an alternate recipe bolted frame, which is cheaper, way cheaper. And they're just pushing frames in here. I got a lot of frames so far. Alright, I don't think there's a third person thing, but, craft a mine, fellow crafters. And this has been the miner, out. So? Oh. Oh.
It's like a Terraria boss fight, man.